YouTube, what it do? I'm coming through with another video on this Monday evening, and we're going to get straight into this topic on how to avoid narcissists at all cost. So first of all, step one. How do we come in contact with narcissists in the first place? Obviously and clearly, we meet them somewhere. So if you want to avoid them for the most part, avoid places that it's narc pollution. And if you're going in these places like clubs and so on and so forth, where most of them are lurking around, be careful who you come in contact with. Be careful for the needy people that are coming up to you, showing you fake love to your face, trying to get something out of you, and you know it, and you can see it, and you can feel it. If you're going to go out to a club, avoid people like this. And if you're even going to talk to these people, make sure they have a soul, because you'll be able to see, you'll be able to know. You should be able to figure out pretty quick if they have your best interest at heart, or are they trying to weasel their way into something with you. If you can avoid those types of people at clubs, you shouldn't have a problem, because most people do like going to clubs at least every now and then. Clubs is not a place I specifically like. I'd like to have my own people if I'm going to celebrate and get together with them, and not go to these open places where you have these types of people and a bunch of sloppy ass people running around like a bunch of fucking chickens with their heads cut off, you know? If you want to avoid narcissists, get your own everything. Get your own everything. And when I say this, I mean get your own place to stay, get your own place to live, get your own car, get your own job, your own income, your own everything. Get your own everything. Be independent. Very independent. Narcs actually go after a lot of people too that are isolated, because they like to have control over people, and they know it would be easier to control somebody that is isolated because they're not around a lot of people who's going to tell them from right from wrong. So you got to watch out for that too. There's almost no smooth sailings when it comes to avoiding narcissists, but I'm giving you guys the best advice I have to offer. There's just little things that you can do to avoid these people. There's little things, little details. There's the small details. And it's crazy what these small details can do for your life, because it's like taking a wrong turn. If you take a wrong turn somewhere, you're going to drive somewhere very far in a different direction. If you take the right turn, you're going to drive somewhere in a very good direction to where you're supposed to go. And these small details can be the make or break point of your life. And if you do end up taking a wrong turn, you're going to have to go through a little bit of hell and come back to the start to now take that right turn. And no matter what, the journey's never over. We got to keep living. Some people drive so damn far down that road that there's no coming back. And we don't want that to happen to nobody, do we? If you have your own everything now, even if you are isolated, if you have your own everything, you are less dependent on other people. You are less dependent on maybe going half with a spot with a partner because maybe you couldn't afford it or something like this. If it's that case, then you might be forced to stay in a relationship with somebody that could be a narc, and most likely is one. Now there's people that are together happy, that both share a spot, that both pay half of a spot, but this is increasing your chances of not being with one. That's the thing. I don't want anybody throwing words in my mouth. I don't want anybody flipping the script trying to say, no, there are people that do this and are happy. Obviously. But I'm just saying. The more independent you are, the less likely it is that you are going to deal with a narcissist. And some people could disagree with that as well. But the point of the matter is, the more power you have in life, the more knowledge you have, with all these things combined, is basically setting you up for a narc-free life. You don't have to be in anybody's life that you don't want to be in. You can say no. If you're in a position where you desperately kind of need somebody in your life, that is increasing the chances of being with a narc. It just is. You're going to become more dependent on other people. You're going to become more dependent on maybe even one of these people if it comes down to it, if you're that hard up. And that's what happens to some people. There are some people that say they are living with it. I see comments of some people saying they are living with a narc, and they have been for years, but they don't want to leave. And they can't leave because of the money. They're being controlled, but they can't leave because they don't have the funds. You see? That's no good. That's no good. And I've also seen in some comments that people have been in these positions and it got to a point where they had to leave, and they did it. And they hit a blessing within a year, and they got their own life now, their own income, their own everything. And now they're happier than ever. Still probably dealing with some cobwebs from that abuse, which everybody does for quite some time. Shit bothered me with certain individuals for years. It's really hard. It's the hardest if something happens with somebody, especially one of these types of people, it's the hardest shit to go through in the very first year. After that, it gets better. And it can even be about 6 to 8 months, and things will start getting a lot better. But the way my life went, I feel that I went from getting out of one of those miserable ass relationships to healing, to overcoming that, and then getting myself into something different with another person in a similar situation, and it happening all over again, and it tearing me down right to the bottom again. Now I'm right back to where I was. I had to go through these experiences, not even with the same girl, with different girls, until I learned my lesson. And sometimes God will do this to you. Sometimes He will throw you the exact same ball until you finally catch it and see it for what it is. You know? You can make the same mistake over and over and over again until you get it right. You may keep getting that same mistake over and over and over again. These things that come our way are supposed to happen, and they're supposed to build us up to be stronger than we've ever been in our lives. It happened to me. I see life right now at the age of 25, just turned over summer. I see life and people and things in the world and just everything so much more different than I used to see it. I don't see relationships for what they are any more than how I used to see them when I was a little bit younger. I don't see anything the same. Everything is different. I feel like so much is exposed. And I actually have a deep passion of exposing this information to you guys, and that is why I do these videos. I do these videos for that, and to help you guys and to help whoever I can see this world for what it really is, to make the world a better place. Just like everybody else with a channel that talks about topics like this, and even dating and relationship coaches, all this stuff is very important. It's going to make everybody on earth so much stronger. It's going to take away a lot of heartache and a lot of misery for a lot of people, and at the same time, like, people are still going to go through these situations. It's not going to cure every single heartache in the world, but it's going to get out there, and people are going to learn a lot faster. And sometimes the best thing you can do is honestly go through a situation like that so you can see it for what it is, and it wakes you the fuck up. It woke me up because I mentioned this in videos like quite a while ago, before a lot of you guys that are here now even seen this, but like, I was complacent in life before getting myself in a situation with some of these toxic individuals and being in relationships with some of these toxic individuals. I was complacent. I was in a settler's mindset at way too young of an age, because we're all brought up like that. You want to meet the right person, you want to meet the girl, you want to settle down, you want to get married, you want to have kids. Everybody hears this exact same shit growing up, and it's just not true. It's just not how things should be. You should know you, and you should have all your shit figured out before you want to do any of this, because you cannot be successful at any of that if you don't, you know? And I was just way too complacent, guys, at too young of an age. And these experiences woke me up to the max and motivated me to the max to actually be who I'm supposed to be in this world. And the exact same thing can happen to you guys if you just see it this way and not get discouraged and not get down on yourself. We have to use all those miserable ass experiences that we went through we have to use it as leverage. Whenever painful things happen to me, and whenever bad things happen to me, I get better. I use all that as motivation, and I rise up. If somebody does me wrong, okay, I'm not going to forget this, and you know what? You just made me better. Watch this. That's how I see all these experiences. You guys got to see the same thing. You can't let these people have power over you. You got to fucking show them who's boss. You got to show them. Nope. Watch this. Watch this. I'm going to show you who I am, and you're going to know damn well who you are. You know what I mean? We got to teach them a lesson that's going to humble them. They're going to regret it for the rest of their lives. They're going to miss out on a good man, or they're going to miss out on a good woman. And you women that are watching this. And that is a motivation. We will get over on these people and get our revenge without even honestly thinking about it every single day or wanting revenge, because I don't think about it like that. I don't think I want revenge on this person. I just think I'm going to do the best I can do, and revenge is going to take care of itself. I'm not looking to literally throw people down and step on them and laugh at them and spit on them. I don't care about that. I just want to be the best that I can be. Everything else takes care of itself. The right things will happen for you in your life, and they're going to get what they deserve, flat out. They're going to get what they are worth. We are going to get what we are worth. There's two different worlds here. And you as a person get to choose what world you want to go in. Are you going to be this victim? Or are you going to be a warrior and overcome all your shit and come out on top? The decision is in every one of our hands. So if you want to avoid these people, basically do everything I said during this video. And if you have to rewatch it, do so. They ain't got shit on us. If we got all the knowledge in the world, we got the power, we got our shit together, we can easily say no to any of these people. But if you don't have these things, and you're not putting in that work, you're not saving money, you're not doing the things you should be doing, you might be more needy and you might end up with one of them. So, I'm going to cut this video short. I got nothing left to say on this topic. You guys know what to do. You guys know how to avoid them. I may make a part 2 on this video down the line just a little bit, because I know there's more to this topic. But I'm going to cut this out short now, guys. I will be back tomorrow with another video and a new topic. Until next time, I'm out.